Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This feels kind of weird because I haven't done this in a while. I haven't said that in a while. I haven't pressed the start recording thing in a while because I've been taking a short little YouTube break, as you might know if you saw the post in the community section of this channel. And this video doesn't mean that I'm fully back. I don't really know if I have the energy to, provide videos at least once every single week, but I still wanted to give you a little update, and I also just wanted to say that I'm still here. I'm still very much part of the community. I still absolutely love this game, and I have a lot of passion and inspiration for it, and I have been streaming at least 3 times per week, so if you ever want to catch that, you can find me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/Sparksby, or you can also watch the stream uploads here on YouTube on my second channel, which is called Sparksby Archive, which I will link down below. But I thought that, showing you a little island update might be a nice way to show you that I'm still here. I'm still working on this island, and I definitely intend to fully come back. And I will also link my previous island update of this island down below. I watched that just before recording, and it's actually quite interesting to see how far along I was back then, what I did, and also just to see some of the intentions behind everything. So I actually would recommend you pause this video right now and watch the other one, and then come back and see what's happened here on Neverland. And I would say without further ado, let's go ahead and start. So this is still Neverland. It is still a PLANTCORE island. I think the entrance hasn't changed too much. I constantly give island tours on stream, so this is kind of a little bit interesting because I feel like I have to include some more information here, but let's go and let's try and do this. So this is my PLANTCORE island, Neverland. I've been working on this since sometime, I think the end of January, so quite some time now. I'm still not done. I'm nowhere near done, but a lot has changed, so let me show you around. So this is the entrance. We still have this lovely water feature and then these cliffs to the side kind of blocking out the resident services, and then you can see Hazel's house, and we also have this double bridge feature that cost me a lot of nerves, but it was definitely worth it. I really like it. The only issue with my island is that because of all the waterfalls, it's kind of loud, and as you might notice, sadly, the lag has started to happen. Also, something I noticed in comparison to the previous island update is that we are now in June, the 1st of June, and the grass is a lot greener. I do think that I'll be uploading my DA more with this grass. The only thing that I would like to try and do is get the period of time where these hydrangea bushes are not fully in bloom so that they actually have small green flowers. That looks really good with my island, so I want to try and get that moment of time, but apart from that, I think this is probably the shade of green that we will go with. So yeah, this also hasn't changed, I think. We still have this picnic spot over here, which kind of gives you a nice view of that double bridge feature. Sadly, because this is not a wide angle spicy switch, it doesn't give you like the best picture, but I do think that you kind of can see the point. And then we have our beachside Able Sisters that has this like dress boutique in the back. So you can find the Able Sisters kind of planning some dresses here and sewing them and all that kind of stuff. And then I just put a few dresses on display. Speaking of, I have actually made a card. You may have seen that in this community a few times. I know that Kato, as in Console Kato, has a card, and a few other creators, as well as there is, I think, a card for a lot of different path variations and stuff like that. So I've also made a card that includes all of the codes that I use on this island as well as on my second island, because as you might know, I did start a second island on a second switch. So you can find all the codes and the creators linked in that card. I will link it down below, of course. So if you see anything here that you're interested in, any floor codes or any fabric codes, any dresses, then definitely make sure to check it out. And then this here is my Able Sisters. I also once again believe that nothing has changed over here. We still have a few dresses on display, and then of course the flower crown workshop, because the sunflower crown is pretty much a staple that I'm always wearing with every single outfit on this island, and so this kind of had to be a part of the island, and I still kind of like it to this day. I really I kind of like it. I think it's a good idea for the beach as well. I know that beaches are quite hard for a lot of people, me included, and this is a nice space filler, I think. All right, then going over here, oh, we have a shark. This is the first shark I'm seeing, actually. That's interesting. I probably don't, yeah, no, I don't have a fishing rod with me. But this, I think, is the first thing that is completely different. This is kind of the lounge for the Able sisters, plus whoever lives on the peninsula. I think that I did tell you about this idea last time, but it wasn't here. Now it's here. Now we have a lounge, lots of books, lots of sweet treats, or just generally food. We love to see that. So, you know, this is just kind of for them to hang out. And then this has definitely changed. When I did the previous island update, Portia was living here, and then after Portia moved out, Grizzly moved in, which completely changed the look of this entire peninsula. Then I moved Grizzly to a different spot, and I made Ellie move in here, and then Ellie moved out, and we found Callie on a hunt, which was super, super exciting. So now Callie lives here, but I still fully plan on having Blair in this spot. Blair is the only villager that I'm still looking for this island, so I do hope that I'll find her soon, especially because she's my birthday twin, and that is fast approaching on the 3rd of July. I would like to have her before that, but I feel like that's not going to happen, but we will see. But yeah, this is supposed to be Blair at some point. Right now it's Callie, and then we just have like a very chill peninsula. I don't know. I kind of like it. It's a very slim peninsula, so it you know, the possibilities are limited, but there's that. If we follow this path over here, we still have our overgrown beach, which I also kind of like. It doesn't really serve any type of purpose, but I do think it's kind of nice to look at if you walk past this area. And then here we have Flurry, and this definitely has also changed, because I know that in the previous update I didn't have any of this beach or this rock decorated, and I also think that I did not have the cliff up above decorated. But yeah, so Flurry is kind of the shop owner of this like plant supply shop. There is shovels and saplings and watering cans and all that kind of stuff. And then over here, she does have her sweet treats, because, you know, Flurry is the wobbly queen. We love her. She's a fluff ball, and she deserves all that she wants. And then she also has all these fluffy and cute friends to keep her company. I have seen her sit on this pillow, and it is the absolutely most adorable thing that you could ever see. I just squeal over this little villager way too many times, but you know, that's good because it gives me a lot of joy. All right, and then going back here, this is the path that you were coming from the entrance. Let's go up the staircase. I think the only things that have changed over here is just some like path and filler decorations. Ooh, we have a PLANTCORE looking bug right there. I like that. I like that. It's gonna, yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna leave. All right, and then we have the land bridge. I know that the land bridge is kind of like an impressive build, I think, although it doesn't, once again, serve any type of purpose. There's nothing really to explain here. In comparison to the last island update, I have finally decorated all the cliffs all around it, and I do really like this look, so I quite like this area on my island. By the way, there is a few areas that I do have speed builds of, like I took the stream footage and I edited that into speed builds, one of which is the entrance and the land bridge, and I think that I have Flurry's supply shop as well. I will also link those down below. Alright, and then let's go follow this path. So I just included a tiny filler area, which is just this like wobbly sheep area. There is smooching sheep, and then you can also sit down here and pet this one. It's, once again, I don't know if this serves any type of purpose, but I thought it was kind of cute. You can also go over here and just kind of lay down and be surrounded by wobbly and fluffy sheep, and you know, that's not the worst thing in the world. And then I think that in the update video, and this is definitely what blew my mind, because this has been here for a while now, like Bruce's and Eric's house, they've been here for a while, and in the update video, there was nothing here, so I definitely think this was long overdue. And let me show you what I did. So as you can see over to the left, there is my museum. So Eric lives very close to the museum, and because Eric is a lazy, he of course loves all the bugs. And so I gave him a full-on bug study. He has lots of butterflies and bell crickets and grasshoppers and everything he would ever want. And then we also dropped rotten turnips right behind that bamboo, and we have some ants trailing there, which I think is actually kind of I don't know, it kind of adds something to the area. And then he can like sit down here and study this. Now, one thing that I don't love is that he cannot leave this cliff. Like if he's outside of his home, he won't go anywhere else because he can't hop or anything. But you know, because of the inclines, I just couldn't do this any other way. And I like it. And he does seem very happy when he's out and about. He always looks at this flower and then he sits down and he falls asleep, and it's very adorable. And he also has a tiny area back here. I don't think he can walk here anymore because I feel like I destroyed that when I put the tree on there. He used to go back here. I have to figure out if I can make him go back here because that was very cute. But basically he just has this little painting area. The pillows, like the Zen cushion, still need to be customized. I don't think that the blue really fits. But he can also then go over here and just kind of relax in this rocking chair, eat some pudding, and just enjoy his life. And as you can see, that little cliff up there is also not fully done, but you know, so far I think I like his area, and he, like I said, does seem like a happy boy. All right, and then let's go over to this side. I think that I had the rough landscaping for this area done, but not the decoration. So let me actually go down. This is the overgrown and sunken museum. I fully intend to at some point also make a speed build out of this, but it's not 100% done yet, so I can't really do that yet. But as you can see, there's lots of stone items, fossils, all kinds of, you know, overgrown like trees and plants and whatnot. I mean, you would think so on a PLANTCORE island, but I really like this. I think that this is a very good area on my island. I've made a sky edit with this, which I think was kind of impressive. And it's just, I don't know. I like when you like go here and then you just tilt the camera upwards. I think that's kind of like a nice view. All right, and then following this little path over here, you can go through these cliffs and get to Bruce's home. Bruce is a cranky boy, so he likes to be, you know, separated from the rest of the people, except for Eric, because Eric and Bruce are kind of an item. But yeah, so Bruce lives here. He has a little fishing spot. He has a little bike. There is definitely still some stuff missing, or just generally some codes. As you may have seen, I definitely go a little bit overboard with all the codes I use on my island, but I don't know, it makes the island feel complete to me, so I guess I kind of like that, and I can't stop. I cannot stop putting codes down on the floor. And then just to give you a little bit of an idea, this is another little pathway that you can take and just go through this like hopping stone for you know, quicker access to Bruce's home, I guess. And then Bruce has a playground beach. He likes to pretend it's not because he's a cranky boy, but it definitely is a playground beach. He does play with the rocking horse and this like piano and everything, and it's kind of cute. And then back here on this rock, I think that I would just like to have a bunch of plants and kind of make that like a zen area maybe. Maybe we can even put down like a zen cushion and he can like sit down there and do meditating or whatnot. But yeah, that definitely still has to be done. But then let's backtrack through the museum. And let's continue on the path to the left, because this one includes the rock garden, as you can see. So I decided to do my rock garden just along this pathway. It was definitely a whole thing. This took me forever because the last rock was hiding somewhere and I just didn't find it for the longest time. I was close to going insane, but we finally did it, and I do think it's kind of worth it. I think that it looks natural, but it also it gives kind of like a nice impression. I don't know. I really like this. And then we just have two Stonehenges over here. It's just supposed to be like a nice rock formation. And then, you know, you can draw this. You can draw this right here. Speaking of, I have to put the painting set back here. I took that away for something else and then never put it back. Yeah, that's how it goes sometimes, you know? Yeah, and then just, you know, another statue. And then if we go down here, this is the path to Ketchup's house. I placed Ketchup next to this like lake or pond because she is a duck. And then she does have access to this little rock over here. But as you can see, all of this is like a huge work in progress. The pathway kind of continues here, but then ends because I don't really know how to continue this just yet, and I'm kind of working on other parts of the island at the moment, but I do hope to to give her like a nicer surrounding area. All right, and then let me briefly explain what is up with this mess over here. So previously, as you can see, this was like a picnic spot for the museum, but it felt kind of, I can't really explain it. It never felt like the thing to put here. And then there was all this area that was just like empty. And then I thought, you know, we are close to the museum. Why not embrace that a little bit more and put a little dig site here? So I think what I'll do instead of this this picnic area, and that's why I kind of put down some stuff that I might use, is I'm gonna be putting some fossils, some rocks, maybe like a shovel or stuff like that, and then just make this into like a little dig site. Yeah, we'll have to see. I don't really 100% know yet where I'll go with it, but that is my current plan. So there's just a bunch of stuff put down here. But we can also follow this little pathway. Now, because my island is not fully complete, I feel like the way to go, I'm not 100% sure on it. So I always just kind of wing it. But you can definitely go through here and come to our little camper van cafe. Let me show you where we are so that you kind of have a better idea. So this is Hazel's house that you saw from the entrance. And that is like that double bridge feature. So this is how Hazel is connected to the rest of the world. She can go on this pathway leading to the camper van cafe, also called Flurry Bucks, because I found this cute little flurry like Starbucks sign, and it had to happen, you know, it had to happen. So this is also right behind resident services, so you can go up the stairs here and get to this little cafe. There's lots of, you know, mismatched chairs and tables. I really kind of like that that like cozy style. There's a little buffet over here. There's more sweet treats over here. And then if we follow up the stairs, oh yeah, also I made this little farm up above it. We are gonna see that once we walk past it. I did intend for this to be like a coffee farm kind of. So it's just kind of like a nice backdrop to the camper van cafe. But yeah, so if you go to the right, you can kind of see it here. Once again, my plan is to not have the hydrangeas be in full bloom, but rather have it be like green small flowers on it, which looks a lot better than this like aggressive color. And then if you follow this path over here, we can hop on over to Bones' home. Bones is an absolute cutie. He is out and about. Hello, my friend. He's not gonna wave back, but he is very cute. Once again, sadly, he's kind of stranded on this cliff, but he's also very happy here. He has a lot of room to run around and do zoomies because he does have the play hobby. He has a lot of room to kind of chill, to read some books, and Bones is also the one who takes care of our little green mum garden over here. This already existed last time, I'm pretty sure, and this also works as kind of like an overview of the land bridge, which is kind of a nice area, right? This is kind of a good spot on the island. So yeah, he has access to this like prime view, and he takes care of this garden, and then he just kind of enjoys his like puppy life, I guess. He's so cute. I love him. I really love him. I didn't have him on my radar for the longest time, but then at some point it was like, I need to have him. I just need to have him on my island. Alright, walking back here, I just made a little pumpkin patch. I kind of really like that. I just used the white and green ones to kind of stay in line with the PLANTCORE aesthetic. And then, you know, there's a bit of cliff stuff kind of open, as you might be able to see. I cannot have open spots on my island, which probably is the reason for the lag, but that's just kind of how I decorate, I guess. And yeah, the pumpkin patch also is very close to this Nook's Cranny build. This was definitely inspired by Shannon, aka QB, aka QB Crossing here on YouTube, because she also put this like cardboard table up in front of her Nooks, and it kind of just stuck with me, and I then wanted to put all these boxes up. So Nook's Cranny on my island is just kind of like a box core, if you will, but I do kind of like it. I just put up all these boxes. I included all the leaves and everything to, you know, fit it into the PLANTCORE vibe, and that's kind of this area. I kind of like it. I enjoy it. All right, and then let's go back down again. There is a bit of backtracking here and there on my island. I'm not sure it's like the best to get around, but you know, I'm not really good with that, so we're just gonna go with this. We do have a little bookity nookity, as we like to call it on stream, so just like a little reading area, a little book nook. with this telephone box. I don't know if you know this, but like we have these telephone boxes up where you can just put in books that you don't want yourself anymore, or you can also take out books that others have donated, and this is kind of what inspired this, and I kind of like it. This is like a teeny tiny filler area, and it seems to work, I think. Let's go over the bridge, which is kind of my house. This is just still a little bit of a mess. As you can see, I just have like money lying around. I mean, I wish this was me in real life, but you know. And this is just kind of a floating island. It was the only thing I knew that I wanted to do with my house, was to put this on a floating island. And this is kind of what happened. I will also give you a house tour at the end of this to like give you a full-on update where I'm at the moment. But before we do that, let's go back and see the other things I've done. So we can also go over here. I then made this like, I don't know, I guess this could be called a sunken waterfall area, right? I made this like sunken waterfall area. I do think it's kind of a nice view with the house in the back. And then it's connected to this pathway over here, which is an extension of our campsite that I have yet to show you down below. But this is just, you know, cozy camping, and then you can do your laundry. We wanted to maybe put a shower here, because, you know, you sometimes do need to shower when you're like camping. And Zell is our campsite person. I don't know how to call it, but basically the backstory is that Zell is like a big city boy who moved to this island to get away from everything, and maybe just for a bit, you know, to get away from the busy life. But then he fell in love with it so much that he decided to put up this like campsite area and show this island to other people, and that's kind of what we're going with. And then there is nothing. There is nothing on this left side. I just have a few trees stored, and then I just recently took down my outside storage. I used to have all of the plants that I'm using like lined up and everything. I just have a bit of giveaway stuff over there, and then the beach is full with flowers because, you know, we all kind of have that flower storage, right? And a lot of nothing. I have yet to place Grizzly's house, and currently Maple doesn't have a home, but Maple will Maple will move out so that Blair can move in. Blair will move on to the peninsula, and then we still need to find a spot for Callie. So Callie and Grizzly still need their spot, and they still need their like front yard decorating and everything. But this is what we have so far. Hello, Bruce. Thank you for taking care of the plants. We love to see that on this island. This is my resident services, you know, surrounded by cliffs. It has this little like nook over here where you can kind of relax, and then we have another diagonal bridge. I kind of like this view of it. Again, you kind of have to tilt and then take a picture, as the angle is just kind of awkward, but that's okay. Oh, I got some Nook miles for that. All right. Just take a picture once in a while to get some Nook miles, I guess. Thank you for that. And then let me go back and show you. It has this little transition area which leads you to the campsite. So as I told you, up above the like campsite by Zell's house is kind of like an extension, and this is the real deal. So we have the campsite over here. We have lots of tents, some futons, hammocks, all that kind of stuff. And then if you go on over to this side, I just have a little campfire put up and this little picnic spot, and then that's pretty much connected to the entrance again. So this is the official path. If you take this small pathway over here. Is Bruce chasing the butterfly? He is! He is so cute! I squeal over my villagers way too many times. But yeah, and then we're back by the entrance, and this is pretty much, oh my god, where's Maple running off to? Cute! It breaks my heart that I need to like let her go, but I really want Blair, and I cannot let anybody else go. Don't spill your smoothie! And then we're back by the entrance, so this is pretty much what I've done. It still doesn't feel like much, it still feels like there is so much work to do, but compared to the other island update, that like so much has changed. This is currently the map. It does kind of look nice, I think, because of the circular pathing that I am using, and because of all the waterscaping, I think that also the villager lineup has kind of changed. So we currently, of course, have me, Malene, and then we have Hazel, Bruce, Ketchup, Eric, Maple, Callie, Bones, Zell, Grizzly, and of course Flurry. And then the only thing that's going to change, I think, for the final lineup is Maple is going to leave, and I hope that I'm going to be able to find Blair. I'll show you a house tour in a second, so stick around for that if you're interested. But I would like to say that in case you are interested in any island updates and any speed builds or any inspirational Animal Crossing content, please do consider hitting that subscribe button, and also maybe give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I can't promise that videos are going to be super frequent again, but I am still here and I'm still making content, especially over on Twitch. If you're ever interested in a live stream, I'd love to see you there. Or of course, like I said, you can definitely check out the VODs that I upload here on YouTube, and I will try my best and maybe edit a few streams and a few builds into speed builds so that you can also just go to those exact videos and watch some, you know, some inspiration maybe for Nook's Cranny and stuff like that. And then I would say let's go into the house and let me show you around there. There's not too much, but let's check it out. Alright, and here we have the main room. I do think I have a video of this actually up on the channel. I will link everything that I talk about or everything that I think is important down in the description box below. But yeah, as you can see, it's just super overgrown. This is really like PLANTCORE extreme, but I like it. At first I felt a little bit weird putting leaf piles in my house, but I have to say, just for the rustling sound of it, I love it. I absolutely love it. My favorite song is still Cupcakes. You find that in like almost every single room, but you know, that's okay. And then yeah, this is the main room. It's kind of like a living room. And then I would say, let me show you the bathroom, because that one is definitely going to change a whole lot. All right, here we are. So at first this was a very like bougie bathroom. I wanted this to look very like modern and whatever, so I put like the whirlpool and the steaming stuff in here. Then I started the PLANTCORE thing, and I tried some stuff with the panels and with these, but I'm not vibing with it like 100%, so I think that I'll try and make this a lot more natural, more like brown tones instead of like that black. And we'll kind of see where it goes, but that's my plan. You know, put a lot more plants, make it a lot more natural, make it fit the vibe. I'll probably remove this like laundry area. Yeah, this is what it is so far, but I do think that I'll probably change this like 100%. And here we are in the kitchen. This is the room to the right. I really like it. I like the colors. I like the vibe of it. I just think that there is definitely some plants missing. You know, I know that I put the red like teapot back there for Christmas time, which I'll probably also exchange. And then there's a few plants missing in my opinion. Apart from that though, I like the vibe. I know that this is like furniture almost everybody uses for their kitchen, but I like it, so why not? You know, why not? But yeah, lots more plants, and then this is probably good to go. And then the back room is just kind of a reading slash yoga slash surprise plant room. I did also make a larger version of this over on Harf's Island that I put a speed build off up on the channel. Again, that will be linked down below. I had to adjust it a lot for this like smaller room, which by the way, why is that, Nintendo? Why do you give us big rooms on Harf's Island but then they're actually smaller over here? Very upsetting, very upsetting. Yeah, this is it so far. I think that this will probably also stay the same. I'll just change the customization of this like Zen cushion. But apart from that, I do still very much like this. I still like this a lot. Now I would show you upstairs and downstairs, but there's really nothing in it. There's just some giveaway stuff downstairs and then nothing upstairs. So I think that I'll probably not do that now. I do think that like upstairs will probably just be like a regular bedroom, and then downstairs I was thinking of doing like a sleepover with Nintendo Switches, lots of cozy stuff. Bruce, no one is moving off this island, especially not you. But yeah, I would say that that is fully it. Hello Maple again. That is fully it. That is my PLANTCORE Island at the moment. I would definitely say I'm like halfway done now, finally. I still love this theme so much. I will link you everything that I think is interesting down below, including that card website with all the codes. So if you did see anything that you like, then make sure to check that out. By the way, the DA is still my winter island, so sadly that's not going to be this island. But yeah, let me just kind of stand here, do some dancing. And thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate that even after this break, you still came back to my channel to click on this video. I hope that you're still Flurry! I hope that you're still interested in content that I'm making. I do still promise you that I will fully be back. I can't promise frequent videos right now because I really enjoy streaming and I do want to focus more on that. So once again, I'll link my Twitch channel and also my second YouTube channel where I upload my streams down below. And yeah, consider hitting that subscribe button and also that like button for this video. Thank you so much again for watching. I hope you have an awesome day, and I will hopefully see you very soon. Bye, everybody!